Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good day, good evening, wherever you are. And whenever this finds you, it's meant to. I hope you're all having a wonderful day and feeling good. And if you're not, well, sending you all the universal love and light to put a smile on your face. I'm going to light some Palo Santo. Oh, God, there's so much going around in my energy field right now. Just grounding my energy in. It's a bit breezy here today. You can hear my beautiful old wind chime out there just doing its thing. I've got a starfish here. I love starfish so much. I live about 10 minutes from the beach. You can see my pool out there. It's a nice warm day because I live in the tropics. So window, same. There you go, window. Winter is hot, which I love. I want to talk about energy, and I want to talk about something that I've really had to learn the hard way. And if you're an empath, you will certainly know what I'm talking about. And even if you're not, this will still resonate with you. The difference between being triggered, like as in us personally being triggered by someone or something that happens or something we find out, versus a negative attachment, right? Versus like being an empath. So it's the gift of clairsentience. So if you can feel other people's energy heavily, or if you get like energetic sensations in your body from spirit, or from like situations or your surroundings or whatever. So I am an empath, and I definitely have the gift of clairsentience. And when I was younger, God, I thought it was a curse. I did not understand. I did not understand what the fuck was going on half the time, what was happening to me, because I grew up in a bit of a, tense, not a very healthy household. Not terrible, but dysfunctional, parents. And at school, they never teach you about how to work with your emotions or energy or anything like that. It's all just, curriculum. So I used to get really debilitated by being around certain people, because I didn't understand that that wasn't my emotion or my energy, that was theirs. And that's where energy clearing and energy spiritual hygiene every single day is fucking paramount to you, to your life. There's a spiritual teacher, can't think of his name. He talks about this and he's absolutely phenomenal. He talks about the 8 psychic senses. His name's Geo something. He's an Asian man. He's absolutely awesome. He's married to, she's a life coach. Her name's Mandy Morris. I can't think of his name. He's brilliant. He's absolutely brilliant. And so we sometimes go through really, really challenging situations to help us to protect our energy and to know ourselves better. And all of that. So that's one part of it. So clairsentience is if you are taking on other people's energy or emotions and absorbing that into your nervous system and into your energetic field and your aura and your emotional body or mental body or whatever, that's not yours. Learning how to decipher what's yours and what's not yours, okay? And the way that you do that, there's heaps of different ways. Grounding in definitely nature is great, but you can also call in spiritual protection. You can call in your spiritual team to help you with that every day, every single day. Armor of God, white light, shrinking down your aura when you're in really heavily populated places or around people that you don't want to be around, stuff like that, if you can't avoid it. Now, triggers sometimes spirit will take us through, a lot of the time spirit will take us through situations or emotions that trigger us to bring an emotion or an experience or a memory to the surface so that we can feel it all the way through and release it. Because we don't want to be held hostage to our past or our a bad situation or what we're perceiving as a bad situation or something that didn't make us feel good, and so we shove it down into our nervous system, into our energetic body, and it buries in there until we are ready to look at it. That's why sometimes things from the past that are from your childhood or from ages ago or seemingly random small things will pop up many years later. It's because we're in that space to finally face that and heal it, and that's our calling to actually do that and not shove it back down. So if we are triggered, it's for a reason. It's actually spirit helping us unearth that emotion so that we can finally feel it all the way through and surrender and let it go and release it. Let that energy go and release it, and send it love, send it light, even if it's really difficult, and forgive it and thank it for what it's taught us and let it go. Even in dire straight, challenging situations, because we actually deserve freedom. And so forgiving yourself is key, and then forgiving them, because you can't get closer to God if you're basically wrapped in the devil. And I'm not saying that you're the devil if you're feeling triggered, but we have to face our shadow, to alchemize it, to then bring the light in, and that's what the point of it is. Now, how do you know if someone is triggering you versus someone that you basically, God or the universe is alerting you to be removed from your life? And how you know the difference, and I've had to learn this the fucking hard way, and the journey can be very confusing, it can be very discombobulating, it can be very daunting, it can be very confronting. But if you make the decision to follow the temple path or your spiritual path or your absolute best life and being the best version of you that you possibly can, and you're asking your spirit team, is this mine? And they're saying no, or that it's not yours. But someone that's either in your life, whether it's, your partner, your family, a situation, sometimes it can even be family gatherings that are, annual. So a big birthday or Christmas or Easter or whatever it is you celebrate or you believe in, or, is a milestone get together basically for your life. If that makes you feel really sick in the stomach, really anxious, and you don't normally feel like that, or that's not your energy, then that's the universe saying to you hey, we don't want you in that situation. That's not good for you. That's not where we want you to be. That's not your path. That might be their path, but that's not your path. If you're in a toxic relationship, and you are really hell-bent on bettering yourself, and you're eating really well, and you're meditating, and you're working out, and you're doing positive affirmations, and you're really, really striving to change and make different choices for yourself, healthier choices, better choices for yourself, different choices that don't make you emotionally react like you used to, and you still find yourself becoming emotionally reactive or becoming really irritated by that person or that thing, that's actually spirit saying, that's not for you. You need to look at this, and you need to do the work that you need to do to actually, sorry to be blunt, wake the fuck up and realize this is not for you. Now, that can be really hard if it's a relationship that's been long standing, or if it's where you're living or whatever the case may be, but it's actually to propel you forward and help you to rise and evolve out of that situation, because that's not for your highest and greatest good. And like spirit has bigger plans for you, better plans for you, because everyone deserves to feel like at peace and loved. And you know, like there are always going to be things in life that, you know, can be tricky or challenging, or just, you know, some days you just get pissed off, whatever. That's the human condition. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when you are like dead set striving to be your best, and like people in your life are seemingly throwing curveballs at you that are not yours, that are just like decentering you and like knocking you for six, that you know is not your shit. That is alerting you to get rid of that person, to cut that person out, to cut that cord, to cut that attachment, to cut that situation, to cut that lifestyle choice, to look at that limiting belief, to look at that long-standing generational curse or deep program that you're still running through your subconscious. And it's hard and it's scary, but you know, it's ultimately there to set you free, because you don't want to live feeling chained. And normally, like if you're really honest with yourself and you really deeply, truly sit with yourself, you will know that there were red flags. You will know that it's not really for you. You will know that you're not really at peace or at ease in that situation or with that person. Because things that are meant for you, like things that God has divinely intended for you, will not feel confusing and discombobulating and make you feel like you want to throw up, make you cry at night, make you anxious. Now, God will put you out of your comfort zone to stretch you and to show you what you're made of. But that's how you know the difference. So triggers, clairsentience, empaths will know. If you know, you know. And then just negative attachments that God is like telling you to look at and to get rid of. Because you deserve to be at peace, and you deserve to feel love, and you deserve to feel all the good things. And, you know, a lot of the times we hang on to these people because they're either like there's a long history there, or because they're afraid to let go for whatever reason. You know, codependency, or someone has latched onto your energy and, you know, you don't want to upset them, and you're a people pleaser and you don't want to like let them down or whatever. But the thing is, if you don't do what's right for you, numero uno, right, you're not living what God wants you to live. And so therefore you're letting yourself down. And this is a really hard truth to come by, but that person doesn't give a fuck. Right? If they can see that they're hurting you, or if they can see that, you know, whatever, you need to look at that and just be like, this no longer serves me. You know, I feel like there's no either reciprocal relationship, or they're taking more than they're giving, and you feel out of balance around that person or in that situation. There you go. And my throat chakra just went, because it can be really, 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 really challenging to speak up and say like, no, I've had enough. No, I'm leaving. No, I'm done with your BS. Or no, this job is no longer in alignment with who I am, or who I'm becoming, or who I want to become. So yeah, it's not always easy. And the situation that I'm going through in my personal life right now, I completely and utterly understand, but it's worth it. It's worth it because you're worth it, and you deserve to feel fucking free and at peace and calm and balanced, because there's no other feeling better than that. And when you're in that state, you can receive all of the blessings that the universe wants to bestow upon you, because you're sending out a frequency that, you know, you're worthy and you're calm and you're ready to receive. That doesn't mean you don't take action, but it means that you know your worth, and you know that you're worthy of more, and that you want more, and that you're striving for more. And so therefore that's what you'll get, which is what we want, which is what we want. Right. Let's beautiful starfish. The end of it's been chewed. One of its 5 arms, I think they're called arms, not tentacles, arms, because my beautiful daughter, she turned 15 months today. And when you're 15 months old, you know, when you're a bubba, you just love to chew on things. So that's all good. I'm going to pull a Joyful Abundance card. These are just cards for encouragement and self-awareness and just all the lovely things from the angels and just what it is. Joy, 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 joy. Oh, wow. God, isn't that in direct alignment with what I was just saying about peace and calm? And my lush and comforting home is my haven and my sanctuary. I love how the universe works. Love it so much. Yeah, you deserve to feel peaceful and joyful and have a sanctuary and just feel amazing and gorgeous and luscious and divinely blessed and abundant. All right. Well, this is where I'm going to sign off. Make sure you are spiritually protecting yourself, loving yourself, and taking care of your vibration, because the higher you vibe, the better you will attract into your life. Mwah! Have a great day.